Joining me now with more on the impact Biden's border crisis has had on his state and beyond is Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. AG Paxton, thanks very much for joining us today. This is pretty startling to think about these foreign drones at our border. Give us your sense of the open border and its impact on Texas and the country.
Look, I'm not surprised that this is going on now, that they're sending drones across is no surprise. And it's no surprise that Joe Biden's not going to do anything about it. He started off day one of his administration saying he wasn't going to deport anybody. And now he's continuing to blame Congress, who has given him the authority, whether to remain in Mexico, stopping catch and release, building the wall. He has lots of authority. He isn't using it. He's doing just the opposite. He's aiding and abetting the cartels to get more people here for his own political purposes.
I mean, this is just extraordinary. We've been zeroing in on this impact in America. Roger Marshall, senator from Kansas, the other day joined me, said that they're setting up, led by the CCP and the Mexican cartel, setting up human trafficking throughout America, that they're setting up businesses that are massage parlors as a front for human trafficking. I don't understand what's behind this, why President Biden would keep this border open. You say it has something to do with cheating with the census. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so and I think you had a guest that just talked about this very issue. This is accurate. They are counting illegal immigrants in their census, and so they can move these people around to the states where they want more congressional representatives and more Electoral College votes. So it's purely political. So he's willing to trade the safety of America, whether it's terrorism, whether it's drugs, whether it's other crimes. He's willing to, he being Joe Biden, willing to trade all of that to get more Democratic votes so that they can control Congress and they can control the presidency.
So what about the upcoming election? I mean, do you worry that they're going to try to get illegals to vote? I mean, look, AG Merrick Garland said he's going to fight and vow to fight voter ID laws.
I think that's a signal. Voter ID laws are the best protection against voter fraud. There's only one reason that Merrick Garland doesn't want voter ID to prevail, and that's because it's easier to cheat. There's only one reason. We debated this Texas House in 2011. I was there. The only reason you don't want voter fraud protection or voter ID is because you want voter fraud, and that's clearly what this administration is pushing forward with.
So you were there fighting hard to protect the Texas elections. How would you assess the election security and the potential for a transparent election this November?
Look, I'm still concerned about it because they clearly did it last time. I saw what they tried to do in my state. They tried to do the same thing they did in Georgia and Michigan and Wisconsin, and we were able to stop it with 12 lawsuits. But they're not going to stop. I mean, they are definitely focused on doing what they can to shift elections, even if it means they have people voting illegally. And the main way they did it last time was by mail, because you cannot verify when you have mail-in ballots sent out to everybody, and then they're sent in with no signature verification and no photo ID. You have no idea who's voting. And so when they say you can't verify that there was voter fraud, they're right, because they set the system up to make it that way.